I think the main challenge of being a superintendent in 2011 is probably trying to figure, at least for me in my district, I'm trying to figure out what my parents and what my community wants. And my issue is I'm new to the community. I have a board that is very old town Dayton. In other words, all those families, or a lot of the families on the board, have been there a long time. However, Dayton, being a small town, has a rural area, 264 square miles of community out there, 7,000 person town, 38,000 people within a 10-mile radius of us. And so everybody that lives around us, a majority of our parents are not from Dayton, are not, a lot of them aren't even native Texans. And so, so trying to figure out what they want, what they need, what their issues are, and why they live, or why they chose to live where they did, versus 2 or 3 or 4 miles difference, they'd be in another school district. And so for us, trying to figure all that out has been difficult. Because I really think we're just hearing from a small portion of our parents and a small portion of our community, not from the whole community. For us, we have facility issues. Biggest issues we face right now, facility issues and budget issues. We have a $40 million budget and the state cut us $2 million this year. We got 100 more kids and $2 million less money to do it with. So trying to figure out where we need to go, direction, vision, stuff like that, for me is important, because people all around us have failed bond issues. They have, they're hurting because they don't know what their community wants. They think they know what they need, but the community's not voting for it. And so for us, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when we have 1,200 new students and we have to build 2 new schools to be able to handle those 1,200 new students, we can't afford to fail. We have to be ready for that. And so figuring out what people want and building some trust now, so that way when we do ask them, I had an old superintendent friend of mine say, you know when it's the right time when they stop asking why and start asking when. And they haven't started asking when yet. And so we got to get to that when first. We recently brought K12 Insight into Dayton ISD, and the goal is to find out from our parents what they think, what they want, but more so to find out from all these parents that we don't ever hear from. We have to come up with a systematic way to do that. And right now, my goal is that K12 Insight is going to be that way, to start with that process. The thing that struck a chord with me the first time I heard Suhail do a presentation was the idea of getting people that don't normally have a voice. And for us, I think the people that don't have a voice is a bigger majority than most places, because they are not connected. They do not come to our school. You can't buy a pair of blue jeans in Dayton.